Hey guys, how are you? So welcome to My Way Tarot. This will be a general weekly reading for Aries placements. So if you have Aries as your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury or North Node in your birth chart, this reading will be for you. Everything that you need to know can be found in the description box below. So we're going to get into your reading, guys. Angels of Love and Light, please have clear and concise messages for Aries placements. What do they need to know? What do they need to hear for the current energies of the upcoming week of the 30th of June to the 6th of July 2025? What do they need to know? What do they need to hear? Please and thank you. Two more shuffles and then we'll cut up the deck and get into your read, so thank you for bearing with me. Also, guys, as I go to shuffle the cards, I do have a bit of a sore hand at the moment. I had, some sort of blisters or what have you, so my hands are a bit sensitive. So if you see me when I'm shuffling the cards a little bit different, that's mainly why. So hopefully it'll be on the mend relatively soon. But anyway, let's get into your read. So what's going on for Aries placements this week? Okay. Well, guys, first and foremost, you probably know about this already, but I do believe that as we go further into this week, there is a lot happening astrology wise for you. Okay, I do believe that Saturn, Neptune, and Chiron will be potentially going retrograde in your signs. Okay, so this is going to cause some major shakeups. Okay, and I do believe it's 4th of July, right? So just kind of letting you know that straight off the bat. So especially when it comes to like Neptune in retrograde, if there's been anything that's been hidden, right, or it's been seeming to be a particular way, there's going to be revelations that not everything is what it seems, and we see something for what it truly is. Okay, because Neptune is to do with illusions, and it being retrograde means that the illusions are gone. Okay, just putting it out there. Seven of Swords, Three of Wands. Seven of Swords upright is to do with lies and deceit. So what is happening energetically, right? And even though this is a fire sign energy, this is Aries, and I was just talking about to do with Aries, and 333 just come up on the timer a few moments ago. So there's something that that's been going on kind of behind the scenes, is getting ready to come out into the open. Okay, not everything is, I'm hearing, happy-go-lucky with the Nine of Cups. It's kind of like a front. There's a lot more going on beneath the surface with the Five of Wands. So whatever ish that hasn't hit the fan as of yet, it's about to. And it may go on for a little while. It may not necessarily be immediate as soon as we step into the 4th of July, because, those particular planetary alignments and what have you are going to be in those signs, in your sign, in retrograde for quite some time. So it's not just necessarily as soon as the 4th of July hits and then it's all out there. But 444 on the timer, it may be relevant for some of you. Obviously, it depends. Okay, and then another 4 with the Four of Cups. As I said, 444, and then the Hang One, Pisces energy. So if there has been anything that you have felt kind of stuck in or restricted in, right, there's going to be enlightenment to do with this. There's going to be enlightenment to do with this, right? Okay. So it's a sense of like you could already be going down a particular path right now, and then it's like, oh, this is not what I thought this path was going to bring me. Now, do I want to continue with this or not? And 9 times out of 10 when we find out certain things, we're like, no, I don't want to continue with this. I want to kind of get out of whatever this is and distance myself from whatever this is. So however it may pertain to you, 555 on the timer, this is to do with significant change. Yeah, there is something big happening. Now, this could be directly in regards to you. Oh, wow. Or somebody that you're associated with. And we have the Three of Cups flying out, basically reversal. Now, all my cards are upright, and that's purely for aesthetic reasons, okay, for you guys, the viewer. But if it's coming out reversal immediate like this, then obviously I'm going to read it. So there could be something in regards to a third party situation. Everything may have seemed to be, I'm hearing hunky dory, but then if you have a take a closer look at whatever it is, it's actually not. It's not what it seems. Three of Cups reverse with the King of Swords, with the Ace of Swords, with the Seven of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles all coming out sideways. And we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius coming through. And air sign energy to do with communication. And, I do believe that, we have Mercury in the sign of Leo, but also there is some really important energetic shifts and astrological changes to do with Gemini coming up as well. I do believe that Uranus will soon be going into Gemini. And, it's like expect the unexpected. So it's like somebody being caught out on a lie. There has been confusion about a situation. And then all of a sudden, it's like just like that, there's a switch and everything ends up unfolding and reveals the truth of exactly how something is. And it's not that pretty. Now, obviously, guys, I don't sugarcoat in my readings, but if somebody has been, lying to themselves or lying to you about whatever predicament somebody's finding themselves in, thinking and feeling it's going to be a certain way, um, there are blockages to do with this. There's challenges to do with this. This could be showing up as of right now in regards to somebody's life, but they have been not necessarily recognizing of the red flags. But I'm hearing that the red flag banister is going to be out for all to see. It's going to be blatantly obvious with whatever is unfolding. So if there was something that you weren't choosing to see, you weren't in recognition of it, you were just kind of, you know, um, in denial of it, or if this is again to do with somebody else, however it may resonate here, it is going to be a bit of a shock, yeah, with the Four of Swords, and somebody's going to take some time or need to take some time to kind of look within and heal from whatever this is and work some things out. Okay. Yeah. So if somebody's potentially been in a relationship with someone, um, there's a gross misunderstanding, or somebody is being a bit flaky, or someone um, could be revealing that they had no intention of something further, or you could be communicating that in regards to someone, and there's a bit of coldness to do with whatever this is, a bit of like blunt energy, quite direct. Yeah, I am getting that. Yeah, with the Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is somebody who's not committal, okay? So if somebody's in a situationship or potentially in a relationship right now, there's I'm hearing there's a lot that's about to unfold. And two people who thought that they were on the same page, or they're going to have sudden revelations that this is not the case, and I'm hearing feelings are going to be getting hurt. But it's interesting because I feel like whoever is dealing with this scenario, it may not necessarily be you, but if it is you and you are in a potential like a situationship or a connection, and you kind of know deep down that it's not really going to be going anywhere, and you haven't been open and honest with somebody about this, like putting it from the get-go that your intention's not to have of this, and you haven't communicated that, then there's somebody else who's going to be pretty upset because it's a sense of they thought it was going a certain way, and there could be an argument to do with whatever this is. 11:11 on the timer. Guys, these readings are general. Take what you feel resonates and leave the rest. 3 of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Oh, Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius flew out. What's this about, please, Spirit? Ace of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. I'm hearing ultimately somebody feels like they've been misled in a situation. That they've been left hanging here with the Hanged One. Yeah, somebody is angry with the 5 of Wands. Someone is angry. If there is a third party relationship going on right now, there is somebody who wants to have a deepening of a commitment or a connection with someone, but there's the other person who's feeling very distant right now. It's like they checked out a while ago emotionally, but they've just been physically present. You see how this person is just not content with whatever they've got going on with the third party situation. It's like they're physically there, but it's like that saying, oh gosh, what is that saying? That saying, the lights are on, but no one's home. The lights are on, but no one's home. Yeah. I mean, there may even be somebody that's dealing with a third party right now and they're actually thinking about somebody else, but they're showing that they're physically present with this other person. But there's a disconnect here. Somebody feels that something is off. Yeah, with the 5 of Wands, and someone's about to bring that up, and there's going to be, I'm hearing a bit of defensive energy, because like somebody's been caught out, because somebody senses that there is more to this, that there could be somebody else with the Empress. I mean, we have Divine Feminine coming through here, Taurus Libra energy. So if there's like, for instance, as an example, a Divine Masculine that's with a karmic relationship or a connection or whatever, as of right now, there may be fights over a Divine Feminine because they're wanting to go and build with this other person, but they have just been dealing with this other person for more convenient or practical reasons, or for some sort of assistance financially, or, you know, unfortunately I'm hearing to have a bit of fun or pass the time with. That sounds so incredibly brutal, but that's the vibe I'm picking up on. Yeah. Queen of Cups. I mean, we have the Empress and the Queen of Cups, so we have somebody here that's basically seeing a particular individual here as the one that they want to be with. And there's a karmic energy here that's caught on, basically, that didn't want to see or accept this, about the fact that actually they are wanting to move towards to be this with this other person. 10 of Wands and the King of Wands and the Hierophant. Yeah. And basically somebody is seeing that a cycle that they're dealing with has been weighing heavy on them, and that they actually want something more with the person I'm hearing that they love, who they've put on hold here with the Hanged One, that they've kind of cast aside. And now, because of something that's unfolded with the Death card, somebody feels like it's too late to go and be with the person that they genuinely love and build with. But if they are going to be going towards like a Divine Feminine, like, they have to end this karmic cycle or whatever is going on here. that obviously isn't working because somebody's not been completely honest with themselves and whoever they're dealing with. If they're already in a situation with someone, but also with the person that they want to have more with. So there's a bit of a hot mess going on here right now. It's a bit complicated. I just saw 1616 on the timer, and the number 16 in the major arcana is the Tower card, which is Aries Scorpio energy. So, and like I said to you about the run up into the week, as we get closer to the 4th of July and onwards, there's going to be those planets and placements in the sign of Aries where they're retrograde. So therefore, whatever has been hidden is going to be out in the open. Okay. 8 of Swords. There has been an individual here that has been doing absolutely everything and anything they can to prevent movement forward in regards to somebody going towards the person that they want to be with. Yeah, with the 6 of Cups as I go to say that. I'm hearing something to do with blocking someone. So whether you've been blocked or somebody's or how you may have blocked somebody, or there is a blocking of someone, like I'm hearing enough is enough now. Yeah, there is a sudden departure of a situation and a sudden arrival of another, but they may have been battling against themselves to actually close out a particular situation here in order to go towards their wish fulfillment with the Emperor Aries energy. And then we have Divine Masculine coming through most likely as well. So somebody has been fighting against themselves, trying to avoid of certain things. I'm hearing try to take the easy route, the easy route. But I'm hearing this has only really caused more anxiety and stress. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the Four of Wands. So there is an individual here that is seeing a very much like a high level soulmate, past life, twin flame connection that they're wanting to move towards and give to with the Page of Cups. But I'm hearing there is definitely distance between these two people right now, but they're wanting the sense of healing in regards to this with the Star. And it would be a miracle if somebody was to kind of turn up and put themselves out there to express what's been going on and speak of their truths and their feelings. There is an individual here that's not going to quite believe it. Wow, I just heard I'm fed up with playing pretend. Somebody's been wearing a mask and somebody's been playing pretend, making it look like everything is a certain type of way. But actually, it's not. Do you know what's interesting? It's like, you know, when you see a picture of someone and you can just intuitively know and sense, like they could have the biggest smile on their face in the picture, right? But you can see their eyes, and their eyes are telling a completely different story. And you can just sense that there's definitely more to what's going on here. There's somebody who's been trying to give not too much away. I'm hearing to blow their cover. But you can see it in the eyes. Somebody is wanting to balance the situation out and come through. Yeah. Gosh, there's been a karmic cycle here for sure. Wheel of Fortune. Something's about to go down to do with an ending. I'm hearing quite a dramatic ending with the Nine of Swords. Somebody didn't want something to be said out loud or put out there, but it's all about to be out there. And I'm hearing spirit is behind this. God source, the universe is behind this. Yeah, with the Ace of Wands. It's interesting because, you know, we saw that right in the beginning with the Seven of Swords and the Three of Wands. You know, energy doesn't lie. Energy doesn't lie. But people can lie. They can try and lie, you know, through their body, through their words, but the energy doesn't lie. You know, I mean, we have actors, for goodness sake, that go in films and they're kind of playing a character and they're acting as a character. But there's definitely been this revelation that somebody hasn't really been showing up as their true authentic self. 22 minutes and 22 seconds on the timer as I say this. And look, the Tower and the Three of Wands. There's an aha moment whereby someone is realizing that the path that they're on is not going to be bringing in what it is that they were hoping for themselves, and that they're needing to walk away from this and count it as a lesson, because that's what it is. It's a karmic spiritual lesson. So there is somebody here that is very much, I just heard, entangled in a situation that they got themselves in, and they're wanting to get out of it. But they may have been like, I don't know how to get out of it, but that's the truth with the Ace of Swords. And I'm hearing that if they connect within themselves and they trusted their intuition, they'll be able to remove themselves from whatever this is and actually go towards what is truly right for them, that which they've probably always known, but then try to run away from or escape because it was so powerful. Ace of Wands, Ace of Cups, and Temperance. I mean, you can't run away from your problems because they're always going to be with you. You can't run away from your mind because your mind is always with you. So if there's been somebody here trying to deal with like escapism and all of that, they're realizing that they can't. Look, we have the Emperor again, Aries energy, there's you. So whether this is you or whether this is somebody that's associated to you, I mean, it's coming up time and time again. Okay. With the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, Six of Swords, there is somebody that's completing a cycle here, or they will be, and they're making their way to basically ask for forgiveness, to start slowly with you, because I definitely feel like there's been a lot of upset here and what have you between you and a particular person. We have the Lovers and the Strength card. Somebody is coming through to say that they've made a decision, and their decision is that they're choosing themselves by releasing them from something that obviously isn't serving them and going towards something that they know that they do truly resonate with and have always resonated with. But they were scared of the intensity of whatever this is, even though they felt it all the time. I'm hearing with the High Priestess. Final message. Yeah. There's a lesson here to do with emotional intimacy in general, and vulnerability. I'm also hearing the fear of overcoming rejection. Yeah, with the Six of Cups, as I go to say that. Somebody has been trying to protect themselves from rejection by keeping to situations that are more surface level and superficial, because it's like they're kind of fooling themselves into thinking and feeling, that they're safer in these particular environments, that they're protecting of themselves, but actually they're not really. There's something deeper that's going on here with the Nine of Swords, because it's a sense of wanting that sense of connection and closeness, but then pushing it away at the same time. King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and the Seven of Swords. It's like somebody giving off the impression that they're, fine on their own, when really they haven't been. When they go to their bed at night, they're on their own. There's this air of loneliness, deep sadness. Somebody also felt that if they kept things surface level or superficial with certain individuals, then, you know, like I said, that they're protecting themselves in some sort of way. But there's a cycle to do with this closing out. I am getting a lot to do with like an avoidant attachment for somebody is quite relevant, whether that's dismissive or avoidant. Yeah, the Hierophant, and one more, please. There is somebody here that really does want genuine love. They want the high level soulmate, past life, twin flame connection. They do want this, but somebody fears that they're going to lose their identity, which isn't the case, right? It's only because of trauma and what have you they've gone through in the past. So you hear that siren going off? Yeah, like an alarm going off in the background. Somebody, it's like alarm bells ringing. So it's definitely confirmation. I was trying to say, nearly say conversation. So if somebody wants to have a conversation about this, um, somebody fears that they'll lose their identity, or they'll lose their sense of independence, or they'll lose their sense of freedom. It's like, yeah, well, if you keep on picking the wrong people and you haven't done the work on yourself, then you are going to have those fears coming up, and you are going to keep going round and round in circles, and then wondering whether you kind of meet somebody and you go through the honeymoon phase, or about 3 to 6 months, or maybe even a year tops, and then you're back to square one again, and then you're thinking to yourself, well, oh, they must have been the wrong person and they must have been this. It's like, well, actually, are you looking at yourself at all? I mean, I know that's blunt, but you know, somebody refusing to look at themselves, that they play a bigger part to play as to why these scenarios are not working out, because it takes, two people to have done work on themselves, to show up, to be the best version of themselves, and also for each other. It takes work with the Knight of Pentacles. It's not something that's just kind of done overnight. There's major healing to look at with the Three of Swords. But if somebody has been, dealing with these kind of more superficial, surface level connections that don't actually require anyone to get close to them, but yet they want that sense of closeness, is actually something that they deeply and personally crave. But they try to escape all the feelings and the emotions through certain things that are not healthy for them, like coping mechanisms, right? So, like alcohol, drugs, um, you know, gambling, or certain websites and things, essentially, and all of that. I'm hearing sensual connections without love. Yeah, it's the love's not there. Seven of Swords. So if there has been somebody that's been with whoever, it's not going anywhere fast, and it never was going to work out anyway. It was always going to inevitably end. There just needed to be something that was learnt from it. Yeah, I mean, this is breakup, this is separation with the Three of Swords, with the third party. It was never going to work out. Yeah, so somebody is getting ready to kind of have this really heart to heart to themselves, in the recognition that they are self sabotaging relationships and connections, and a specific connection as well with the Star. A connection that's meant to help with healing and growth for somebody. They've been self sabotaging it because they feel on some level that they are not deserving or worthy. But they are. We're all worthy and enough for genuine love. We are. But hurt people, don't they? So there's going to be a lot to reflect on for somebody. Yeah, what did I say to you? Hurt people, and you see this wounded warrior here with the bandage around their head. Everything will work out. It will, but it's definitely going to be a bumpy ride. I'm hearing beginning from this week. It will temper out as time goes on. There will be closure of karmic cycles, but yeah, this has been deep, guys. 33 minutes and 33 seconds as I go to close out the reading. Goodness me. So this is definitely somebody's reading, somebody's message. Obviously, take it how it resonates, flip it around to however it may pertain to you. But this needed to come out for someone. But we have pretty much all the signs here. Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, strong Taurus, Leo, Aquarius, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Aries, pretty much most, like I said, 333, 444, 888, 777, 717, 555, 999, 1010 may be all important here. But obviously, guys, yeah, take me feel resonates and leave the rest. That's going to be the end of the read. So I hope there have been some messages, a few messages, if not the whole reading, that potentially resonated. And if you have enjoyed this reading and you wish to support myself and the channel, there are donation links available. There is a PayPal link in the description box below, and the other option is Super Thanks, which is listed underneath this video. So thank you so much to those of you who have already donated. I greatly appreciate you. Even if you don't financially donate, a wonderful way to energetically donate is to like, share, subscribe, comment down below, and I'll get back to you guys on those comments when I can. So thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get an alert as to when I post another video for you and you don't miss out on future updates or content made available on the channel. And also, guys, feel free to check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, and North Node placements in the other zodiac readings that I provide on a weekly basis to gain further insight. But sending love and light your way, many blessings. Please take care, and I'll see you and speak to you soon. Thank you. Bye, guys.